On April 8, 2024, a man named David Hayes was walking northbound along Highway 65 in Greenbrier, Arkansas, using the southbound lane near the edge of the roadway. During his walk, he was approached by Officer Jay Lingo of the Greenbrier Police Department. The entire encounter was recorded on Officer Lingo's body-worn camera.
You can't be walking in the middle of the road right here. There's a sidewalk on the other side.
Well, I'm walking in the easement. I mean, you know,
the easement,
this is the easement right here.
No. The easement is 15 feet off of
I'm just trying to get to where I'm going, sir.
You need a ride?
No, I don't need a ride.
Well, you can't walk in the highway.
So I can walk in right here.
You can walk on the grass as much as you want.
All right.
All right, you got ID on you?
I don't.
You got name, date of birth?
Do you have a reason to ID me?
Yeah.
What's the reason?
So move up here for me, if you don't mind.
Crime?
Move up here for me if you don't mind.
I'm 98.
You got your body cam on?
It's red.
Okay.
So you can't walk in the middle of the road like you were doing.
Uh-huh.
The easement is not on the roadway. The easement is off of the roadway.
Okay, so as far as I know, a pedestrian is considered the same as a cyclist. Okay. As far as I know, state of Arkansas, a cyclist can ride down the road. You're not going to tell cyclists to go down the grass.
Can you walk on the highway on I-40?
I don't know.
No, you cannot.
I'm not going to tell you that I do know. But I don't see cyclists on I-40 either. But I do see cyclists down this.
So, I'm just letting you know.
I'm not trying to have an argument with you.
I'm not trying to have an argument with you either. We got a 911 call.
Okay.
And I'm making contact with you. And we have to do reports on everything that we do.
Yes, sir.
That's Chief Earnhardt's policy. If you have an issue with it, you can contact him Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay.
He just left.
Is Jay Lingo?
Yes, sir. I got a business card here if you want one.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Would you like a copy of the report?
Yeah. I could do that with the
Hey, Tim Pitty, can I get a report number, please?
Where are you guys located at?
Wilson Farm Road, right up next to First Security Bank.
Okay. And are you threatening me with an arrest for the ID?
Okay, so here's the deal. I have a legal reason to make contact with you.
Okay.
So therefore, I have legal reason to demand identification.
You suspect me of committing a crime?
You were walking down the highway.
Yeah. Okay. And
Yeah.
Is that an arrestable offense?
It's interfering with the traffic way. I can cite you for it if you want to.
I was on the shoulder the entire way. I don't see how.
No, you wasn't. There is no shoulder here. So go ahead and give me your ID. I'm gonna give you a citation. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna refuse the ID.
Okay. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a citation. You can either cooperate or not.
I've been completely cooperative.
Officer Lingo placed Mr. Hayes in handcuffs and informed him that he would be issuing a citation for walking in the roadway. Whether the officer had lawful authority to detain Mr. Hayes depends on whether Hayes was actually violating any Arkansas pedestrian statute. At the time of contact, Mr. Hayes was walking close to the edge of a multi-lane highway, with a sidewalk located on the opposite side of the road. Officer Lingo asserted that Hayes could not walk in the middle of the road and claimed the easement existed only in the grassy area. Mr. Hayes argued that he was using the shoulder properly and compared his position to that of a cyclist lawfully using the roadway. Arkansas pedestrian laws under Title 27, Subchapter 12 regulate crosswalk usage, mid-block crossings, and pedestrian behavior on certain high-speed roadways. However, these statutes do not clearly prohibit a pedestrian from walking along the edge of a roadway, simply because a sidewalk exists on the opposite side. While Section 27-51-1206 restricts pedestrian presence on controlled access highways, that statute applies only to highways designed for uninterrupted traffic flow, without intersections or property access. The portion of Highway 65 involved here runs through a developed commercial area with business driveways and traffic signals, functioning as an arterial roadway rather than a limited access highway. Although using the sidewalk may have been safer, Arkansas law does not clearly criminalize Mr. Hayes' conduct, making it unlikely that such a charge would withstand judicial review.
Go ahead and take that backpack off. I don't want to cut it. You got something wrong with your shoulders?
No.
All right.
No. I do have a cannabis pen in my pocket.
That's fine. I'm not worried about
I
that.
have a prescription.
I'm not worried about that. Hey, 10 PD, I got one detained.
I mean, I'm really not one to go this route. Look, I mean, I work at the hospital and stuff like that. That's all I do.
I don't want to go this route either.
But I mean, I'm not gonna give you an ID for walking down the road, sir. Sir, I'm not gonna do that. I believe that I'm firm within my constitutional rights.
I'm gonna give you a citation for impeding traffic.
Okay.
You can either give me your name and date of birth now, and I can run you and give you a citation, let you on your way, or I can take you to jail, get you fingerprinted, get your ID that way, give you a citation in jail.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what we have to do, that's what we have to. I'm just not. I don't want to get any criminal charges, sir. But I'm not going to give you an ID without the arrest. I'm not going to give you an ID.
Okay.
I believe I'm firm within my constitutional rights on this. You know, I mean, I'm getting my life right and stuff. I haven't been in no trouble or anything like that, you know. But I believe I'm well within my rights, sir. I'm just walking to my father's house. All right, I've walked damn near 20 miles from Conroe. All right, I'm just trying to see what I can do. I'm trying to get down the road to test myself, and I'm not going to ID.
Okay, go ahead and have a seat. You got anything else on you?
No, but I don't consent to a search.
Okay, well, you're arrested right now.
You can do whatever you feel like you're legally allowed to do, sir.
Officer Lingo then informed Mr. Hayes that he was under arrest, strongly implying that the arrest was based on Hayes' refusal to provide identification. While Arkansas is often referred to as a stop and identify state, that label arises from the loitering statute under Section 5-71-213, which applies only when a person is lingering without apparent purpose under suspicious circumstances and refuses to identify themselves. Outside that narrow context, Arkansas law contains no general requirement to provide identification during every police encounter. Section 5-54-102 criminalizes obstruction of governmental operations, including providing false identification, but it does not apply absent reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. Rule 2.2 of the Arkansas Rules of Criminal Procedure allows officers to request information, but such encounters are consensual and do not impose a legal duty to comply. Arkansas appellate courts have held that under Rule 3.1, an officer may detain a person only when there is reasonable suspicion of felony or certain misdemeanors. In this case, no clear underlying offense existed to justify compulsory detention, making the arrest for refusal to identify legally questionable and potentially a Fourth Amendment violation.
I'm not authorizing.
Okay, give me a minute. So, I got a 911 call. This guy walking in the middle of the road. He was walking north in the southbound lane of traffic, and I got here, refused to identify himself. I advised him I was going to give him a citation for walking in the middle of the roadway, and he still refused to identify himself. So, hooked him up, and put him in the back, and I'm calling you to see what you advise. No, sir. He acts like a ex-convict, but he said he's trying to get his life straight and stuff like that. I haven't searched his bag or anything like that, but there is a statute for walking in the middle of the roadway. Yep. Because I had legal reason to make contact with him, so all right. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. All right. So I just got off the phone with my chief, and he agrees with everything that I'm doing. So you still want to go this route?
I don't want to go this route.
I don't want to go this route either.
I'm firm on my rights, sir. I'm just going to be completely firm on my rights.
Okay, so here's the deal.
This can destroy everything that I have going in my life, but I'm going to stick by my rights, sir.
Okay, so here's the deal. You were walking in the middle of the roadway, which is illegal.
Sir, with all due respect, I was on the shoulder. I wasn't
was not.
Right in the middle of the road. I mean, I wasn't acting a fool or a
there is no easement here. The easement is the grass. That's the easement.
And I get what you're saying, sir, and I'm not trying to argue the law with you or anything. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer. Okay? All I'm trying to do is just to get to where I'm going, and that's it.
So do you have warrants? Is that why you're not wanting to identify yourself?
I have no warrants. So I have no warrants. I don't want to identify myself because it's my rights. Okay, I've been off probation 5-10 years.
Okay.
You know, I have nothing to hide from, sir. I've told you I got weed in my pocket.
I don't care about weed.
It's still in my pocket. You know, I don't have anything in my bag at all, sir. I mean, nothing.
Okay.
Nothing at all.
So, where we go from here is up to you.
I mean, I'm just going to 21 Thornberry.
Okay. And you're more than welcome to either walk in the grass or on the sidewalk.
And I would be more than happy to walk in the grass, sir.
But I have to identify you.
I'm not arguing the fact of walking in the grass or anything like that, even though I still believe that if a cyclist can ride bike down here as well as I can.
They can't.
And I might be wrong. I'm not telling you that I'm not wrong, sir. I'm not telling you I'm not wrong, but I don't see. Is it a crime?
Yes.
Is my question. Okay, I don't have my ID. You know what?
Name and date of birth will be fine.
I'm going to do this under threat of arrest.
Okay.
I will give you my social or whatever.
Name and date of birth will be completely fine.
David Hayes. And this is just under complete arrest.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Hey, got a question for you. I can't remember the phrasing that it's used on here for like pedestrians walking in the highway. Yeah, walking northbound in the southbound lane of traffic. We're making it to where cars got to move out of the way to prevent from hitting them. Yeah. Say what? 2751 1206. My book skips from 41 to 53. Because he wasn't crossing, he was walking northbound, so it would be the pedestrians prohibited on controlled access highway. Alright, that's what I got. I wouldn't even be giving him a ticket, but he refused to identify himself, so.
Officer Lingo explicitly stated that he would not have issued a citation if Mr. Hayes had provided identification. In Hartman v. Moore, 2006, the Supreme Court held that retaliatory prosecution claims require proof of a lack of probable cause. In Nieves v. Bartlett, 2019, the court extended similar reasoning to retaliatory arrest claims, holding that probable cause generally defeats such claims, with a limited exception for rarely enforced minor offenses like jaywalking. While refusal to identify itself is not protected speech, verbal criticism of police, questioning authority, and invoking constitutional rights are protected under the First Amendment. If a court determined that Highway 65 was not a controlled access highway and that no pedestrian statute clearly applied, then probable cause for the citation would be absent. Combined with Officer Lingo's admission that the citation was issued because Hayes refused to identify himself, this raises serious concerns of retaliatory enforcement deserving further scrutiny.
I'll call you back and we'll have our day in court. When would be a good time for you to go to court? Kind of like a jaywalking ticket. Won't go any driving record or anything like that, and since you're not on probation, you won't. Alright, so from here we can go one of two ways. Where'd you say you're going?
I'm walking to Thornberry Cemetery.
Thornberry Cemetery. That's right on the end of the hill, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to, you can walk, or I can give you a ride after I uncuff you.
I gotta walk.
Okay, you can go ahead and step out. You go ahead and grab your stuff. So, your court date is going to be 5/15/2024 at 1 p.m. at 11 Wilson Farm Road.
Okay.
If you have any questions, you can contact this number on the back. They'll give you all the information you want, all right?
All right. Appreciate you.
You have a nice rest of your
Is
evening.
the police department on here too?
Greenbrier PD, Greenbrier, Faulkner County. Address is 11 Wilson Farm Road. That's the Greenbrier deal. My badge number, 810, Officer J. Lingo, and you also have my card.
All right. Appreciate you.
We could have avoided all of that.
I'm sorry, sir. I mean, I'm an American.
You are an American.
I have to, whatever I feel is my rights.
And that's your. Everybody has to do what they have to do. Abraham
Yes.
Lincoln said the only rights you have are the ones you're willing to fight and die for.
Yes, sir.
But as it states right there, it is illegal. So I had a legal reason to make contact with you. We had a 911 call. So if you didn't refuse to identify yourself, all I would have said was either walk on the grass or walk on the sidewalk.
Yes, sir.
And that would have been the end of it. But now we have a court date. If you feel like you've been unjust, then we can have a conversation with the judge about it.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. Appreciate you.
No problem. And stay on either on the grass or on that side of the sidewalk, all right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you want a water?
After receiving a citation under Section 27-51-1206, Mr. Hayes left the scene without further incident. According to a comment on the original video, he was initially found guilty and sentenced to 10 days in jail, though the judge later overruled the sentence. It remains unclear what final sentence, if any, was imposed or whether Hayes filed a formal complaint. Overall, Officer Lingo earns an F for escalating a refusal to identify into a custodial arrest without clear statutory authority and for issuing a citation that Mr. Hayes likely did not violate. Arkansas law does not clearly prohibit walking along this section of Highway 65, nor does the Controlled Access Statute comfortably apply to a commercial corridor with intersections. Officer Lingo also admitted on camera that the citation was issued solely due to non-cooperation, raising serious legal and ethical concerns. Mr. Hayes earns a B+. While choosing to walk along a busy highway was not ideal, he remained calm, respectful, and non-resistant throughout the encounter. He clearly articulated his understanding of his rights and complied physically even while verbally objecting. Given a lack of safe crosswalks nearby and the sidewalk beginning several hundred feet away, his options were limited. His conduct demonstrated principled restraint, composure, and a lawful assertion of rights in the face of an unjustified arrest.